Alright, and here we go. The join is over and you've been initiated to the ranks of the Grey Warden. It's time to face the Darkspawn Horde and end the Blight. King Kalen and Duncan are holding a strategy meeting before the battle commences, and you, the newest Grey Warden, are expected to attend this meeting. It kept crashing on me yesterday. Maybe crashing now. Let's try that again. Excuse me.
If that's the case, perhaps we should wait for the Orlesian forces to join us after all.
I must repeat my protest to your fool notion that we need the Orlesians to defend ourselves.
It is not a fool notion.
How for—
Then our current forces will...
They are, Your Majesty.
And this is the recruit I met earlier on the road? I understand every Grey Warden...
Your
Then we should send our best. Send Alice...
What?
This is my... So he needs 2 Grey Wardens standing up there holding the torch. Yes. You'll need to cross the gorge and head through the gate. We will signal you when the time is right. Then I'm... Duncan.
Okay. Save game. Let's use some Let's look something up real fast. Yes. Exit. Properties. Okay, so this is from like 7 years ago. Okay. Oh, so it just doubles the RAM. Continue to external site. Pre-patch. Dragon Age. Origins. Property. Oops. To manage. Alright. Let's see if that fixes it. View support information. Alrighty. I'll also turn down the graphics when I boot back in. I'll turn them back down to medium. You've survived the jungle. Yes! Duncan's gonna die.
The plan will work, Your Majesty.
Of course it will. The Blight ends here.
Let's cross the bridge and get to the tower.
Oh, safety.
You will fall!
Help me, they're everywhere. You're Grey Wardens, aren't you? The tower, it's been taken.
What are you talking about, man? Taken how?
The Darkspawn came up through the lower chambers. They're everywhere. Most of our men are dead.
Then we have to get to the beacon and light it ourselves.
Oh, cool, a mage.
Let's cross the bridge and get to the Tower of Ishal.
You will fall! Help me. They're everywhere. You...
Delighted. Desire. Delighted. And so I shall.
Here. Very well.
Delighted. Delighted. And so I shall. All right.
Maker's breath. What are these Darkspawn doing ahead of the rest of the Horde? There wasn't supposed to be any resistance here. Hey, you're right. I guess there is a silver lining here if you think about it. At any rate, we need to hurry. We need to get up to the top of the tower and light the signal fire in time. Taron Logain will be waiting for the signal.
And so I shall. As you desire. Desire. So I shall. Why do they bother?
And so I shall.
Loghain better be ready to charge as soon as we light the signal. The king is
And so I shall.
depending on us.
It appears we will need to fight the Blight one at a time. Why do they bother?
Let's make this quick! It's a gotcha!
Right.
Delighted. And so I shall. Delighted. Time for Darkspawn.
That lever over there will release the hound.
Delighted. Of course. And so I shall. All right. Darkspawn, I see. shall.
Hope that's okay.
You need help?
There's so many!
The beacon is over here.
And so I shall.
We've surely missed the signal. Let's light it quickly before it's too late.
All right.
Sound the retreat.
But what about the king? Should we not...
Do as I command.
Pull out! All of you, let's move!
Ah, your eyes finally open. Mother shall be pleased. I am Morrigan, lest you have forgotten, and we are in the wilds where I am bandaging your wounds. You are welcome, by the way. How does your memory fare? Do you remember Mother's rescue? Mother managed to save you and your friend, though 'twas a close call. What is important is that you both live. The man who was to respond to your signal quit the field. The Darkspawn won your battle. Those he abandoned were massacred. Your friend, he is not taking it well. All dead. Your friend has veered between denial and grief since Mother told him. He is outside by the fire. Mother asked to see you when you awoke. I do not mind. Take your time. We are safe for the moment. Mother's magic keeps the Darkspawn away. Once you leave, 'tis uncertain what will happen. The Horde has moved on, so you might avoid it. She turned into a giant bird and plucked the two of you from atop the tower, one in each talon. If you do not believe that tale, then I suggest you ask Mother yourself. She may even tell you. Only stragglers that are long gone. You would not want to see what is happening in that valley now. Are you sure you want me to describe it? I had a good view of the battlefield. 'Tis a grisly scene. There are bodies everywhere, and Darkspawn swarm them, feeding, I think. They also look for survivors and drag them back down beneath the ground. I cannot say why. I agree. 'Tis time you speak with Mother, then be on your way.
Desire.
See, here is your fellow Grey Warden. You worry too much, young man.
You're alive. I thought you were dead for sure. Oh, this doesn't seem real. If it weren't for Morrigan's mother, we'd be dead on top of that tower.
Do not talk about me as if I am not present, lad.
I didn't mean... But what do we call you? You've never told us your name?
Names are pretty, but useless. The chastened folk call me Flemeth. I suppose it will do.
The Flemeth? From the legends? Daveth was right. You're the Witch of the Wilds, aren't you?
And what does that mean? I know a bit of magic, and it has served you both well, has it not? If you know what is good for you, I suppose you should. All that I wish you to do is what you are meant to do. It has always been the Grey Warden's duty to unite the lands against the Blights. Or did that change when I wasn't looking?
But we were fighting the Darkspawn. The king had nearly defeated them. Why would Loghain do this?
Now that is a good question. Men's hearts hold shadows darker than any tainted creature. Perhaps he believes the Blight is an army he can outmaneuver. Perhaps he does not see that the evil behind it is the true threat.
The Archdemon.
It is said that long ago, the Maker sent the old gods of the ancient Tevinter Imperium to slumber in prisons deep beneath the surface. An archdemon is an old god awakened and tainted by Darkspawn. Believe that or not, history says it's a fearsome and immortal thing, and only fools ignore history. Me, I am just an old woman who lives in the wilds. I know nothing of blights and Darkspawn.
Well, whatever Loghain's insanity, he obviously thinks the Darkspawn are a minor threat. We must warn everyone this isn't the case.
And who will believe you? Unless you think to convince this Loghain of his mistake.
He just betrayed his own king. If Arl Eamon knew what he did at Ostagar, he would be the first to call for his execution. I suppose. Arl Eamon wasn't at Ostagar. He still has all his men. And he was Cailan's uncle. I know him. He's a good man, respected in the Landsmeet. Of course, we could go to Redcliffe and appeal to him for help. The Arl would never do what Teyrn Loghain did. I know him too well. I still don't know if Arl Eamon's help would be enough. He can't defeat the Darkspawn horde by himself. I don't know how to contact them, or if they're even on their way. We need to do something now.
You have more at your disposal than you think.
Of course! The treaties! Grey Wardens can demand aid from dwarves, elves, mages, and other places. They're obligated to help us during a blight.
I may be old, but dwarves, elves, mages, this Arl Eamon, and who knows what else. This sounds like an army to me.
So can we do this? Go to Redcliffe and these other places and build an army?
And when is it ever?
It's always been the Grey Warden's duty to stand against a blight. And right now, we're the Grey Wardens.
So you are set then, ready to be Grey Wardens. No, thank you. You are the Grey Wardens here, not I. Now, before you go, there is yet one more thing I can offer you.
The stew is bubbling, Mother dear. Shall we have 2 guests for the eve, or none?
The Grey Wardens are leaving shortly, girl. And you will be joining them.
Such a shame. What?
You heard me, girl. The last time I looked, you had ears. Ha ha! Her magic will be useful. Even better, she knows the wilds and how to get past the Horde.
Have I no say in this?
You have been itching to get out of the wilds for years. Here is your chance. As for you, Wardens, consider this repayment for your lives.
Not to look a gift horse in the mouth, but won't this add to our problems? Out of the wilds, she's an apostate.
If you do not wish help from us illegal mages, young man, perhaps I should have left you on that tower.
Point taken.
Mother, this is not how I wanted this. I'm not even ready.
You must be ready. Alone, these two must unite for Eldon against the Darkspawn. They need you, Morrigan. Without you, they will surely fail, and all will perish under the Blight. Even I.
I understand.
And you, Wardens, do you understand? I give you that which I value above all in this world. I do this because you must succeed.
I need a streamlight. What do you want?
Those who shave their beard for pussy deserve either the beard or the pussy.
Yeah, that's old.
Papa thought it was funny.
Nana and Papa aren't 10 years deep in internet meme culture like I am.
What do you need a string light?
I'm gonna let you guess why I need a streamlight.
Oh, stream! I think you said string. I'm like, a string light. What the fuck you talking about? Like a ring light?
I'm gonna let you guess why I need a streamlight.
Okay, I know why. I thought you said string. S-T-R-I-N-G? Like these things?
STREAM for the door.
Why don't you just use one that can make yourself?
I'm glad you came in here and we both said what we needed to say and the other one didn't listen. I'm glad we both do it. Bye, Ethan. Have I been muted this whole time? I've been talking and stuff. People gotta stop coming out here. I don't even know how many, like, I probably missed like an hour of me talking. Big Sag! Oh, I don't know the last time it saved. Yo. Actually, Upsetty Spaghetti.
Time for Darkspawn. On them! Think you're good enough to play me? There's so many! Die! Just die already!
Over here. We've surely missed the signal. Let's light it quickly before it's
And so I shall.
Okay. Save game. Yeah, so I was totes right that the gray guy would become a villain.
Ah, your eyes finally open. Mother shall be pleased. Back in the wilds, of course. I am Morrigan, lest you have forgotten, and I have just bandaged your wounds. You are welcome, by the way. How does your memory fare? Do you remember Mother's rescue? Mother managed to save you and your friend, though 'twas a close call. What is important is that you both live. The man who was to respond to your signal quit the field. The Darkspawn won your battle. Those he abandoned were massacred. Your friend, he is not taking it well. Of that I have no doubt. Your friend has been inconsolable since Mother told him the news. He is outside by the fire. Mother asked to see you when you awoke. I do not mind. Take your time.
Oops.
I agree. 'Tis time you speak with Mother, then be on your way.
Finish packing this on up. Yo, you know what else? I'm gonna get some Keef! Why would they have money? How would they have money if they're in the wilds?
You're alive. I thought you were dead for sure. Duncan's dead. The Grey Wardens.
Even the king. They're all dead. Oh, this doesn't seem real. If it weren't for Morrigan's mother, we'd be dead on top of that tower.
Do not talk about me as...
I didn't mean...
Nay. And what does that mean? I know a bit of magic, and it has served you both well, has it not? If you know what is good for you, I suppose you should. It has always been the Grey Warden's duty to unite the lands against the Blight.
But we were... The Archdemon. By us. I don't know. Duncan said that the Grey Wardens of Orlando... I suppose. I know him. He's a good man, respected in the Landsmeet. Of course, we could go to Redcliffe and appeal to him for help. The Arl would... I still don't know if Arl Eamon's help would be enough. He can't defeat the Darkspawn. I don't... So can we do this? Go to Redcliffe and these other places and build an...
So you are set then, ready to be Grey Wardens. No. Now, the steward... You heard me, girl. The last time I looked, you had her magic. You have been itching to get out of the wilds for years. Here is...
Not to...
If...
Point...
Mother?
You must be ready. They... And you, Wardens. Do you understand? I give you that which I value above all in this world. I do this because you must.
Allow me to get my things, if you please. I am at your disposal, Grey Wardens. I suggest a village north of the Wilds as our first destination. It is not far, and you will find much you need there. Or, if you prefer, I shall simply be your silent guide. The choice is yours.
You will regret saying that.
Dear sweet mother, you are so kind to cast me out like this. How fondly I shall remember this moment.
Well, I always said, if you want something done, do it yourself. Or hear about it for a decade or two afterwards.
Do you really want to take her along because her mother says so?
If you worry that I will summon demons and transform into an abomination, I assure you I will at least wait until you are not looking.
I feel better already.
Farewell, Mother. Do not forget the stew on the fire. I would hate to return to a burned-down hut.
Bah! 'Tis far more likely you will return to see this entire area, along with my hut, swallowed up by the Blight.
All I meant was...
Yes, I know. Do try to have fun, dear.
Okay, I have to go to the bathroom, but I also have to finish packing this. So I'm gonna pause it. Alright, I'll be right back. I forgot I was streaming, so I've been watching TikTok in my mirror for like 5 minutes. Whoa. Oh, God, I know I gotta level up, okay? Fuck. What are you... Oh, I gave that dude bolts. Gosh. Dang it. Should have stripped him naked. Whoa. Whoa, wait a second, she's a shapeshifter? It's actually pretty dope. So I kind of wonder if I can get another mage, because this mage, she's kind of built deep into entropy already. Oh. So probably a heroic offense. For sure gonna get fiery weapons. You know I'm gonna fucking play with... Oh, and I'm definitely gonna go down the hex tree too. So I'll need fiery weapons, maybe frost weapons. I'm gonna go frost weapons first. Oh, cool! She's a spider! Fuck yeah! Poison, spit, and web. That's cool.
Have you not left yet? I hope you are not hanging about for some stew. Ha! I prefer to remain here. Considering what the world has done to me, I have already done more than it deserves.
What has the world done?
That is between the world and me.
God dang it.
Your business is elsewhere.
I figured I'd try.
Yes, you should. You have a whole lot of darkspawn to get past before you sleep.
So, I got my shapeshift. Okay, it's not World of Warcraft. I don't need to shift click my things. yes. And onwards we go. Gather my party and venture forth. Venture forth. Ooh, look, his armor changed.
And I expect each of you to supply these men. We must rebuild what was lost at Ostagar, and quickly. There are those who would take advantage of our weakened state if we let them. We must defeat this Darkspawn incursion, but we must do so sensibly and without hesitation.
Your lordship, if I might speak. You have declared yourself Queen Anora's regent, and claim we must unite under your banner for our own good. But what of the army lost at Ostagar? Your withdrawal was most fortuitous.
Everything I have done has been to secure Ferelden's independence. I have not shirked my duty to the throne, and neither will any of you!
The Banon will not bow to you simply because you demand it.
Understand this. I will brook no threat to this nation from you or anyone.
Van Tegan, please!
Your Majesty, your father risks civil war. If Eamon were here...
Van Tegan, my father is doing what is best.
Did he also do what was best for your husband, Your Majesty?
Get fucking Shrek'd on. The dog! I saved 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 the dog! I saved... The dog I saved! Oh. Oh.
So be it. There you go. Yes, the dog! He wags his tails happily.
I think he was out there looking for you. He's chosen you. Mabari are like that. They call it imprinting.
Does
Yes!
this mean we're going to have this mangy beast following us about now?
Yes, it does!
Wonderful.
He's not mangy.
Yes, I love dogs. Please enter name for dog. Oh, I'm gonna name it after my first dog. Savannah.
And so I shall.
Oh, didn't know it was a he. Oh well. You're such a good dog! Let's see. God, he's almost as big as I fucking am. Oh! Now I'm clean. Good dog. Good dog. You're a good dog. Yes, you're such a good dog. I'm gonna do so much with this dog. You don't even know. Willpower, strength. I really don't know where to put it. Guess I'll just do it this way. Oh, you're a master combatant? That doesn't surprise me at all. Looks like I need to start leveling up my strength. Let's just pick up Brett. Okay.
Back again?
Yes, back again. I even said that I would be okay with it. do most of my tanking. Strength, alright. The doggy.
Wake up, gentlemen. More travelers to attend to. Led by a dwarf, oddly enough.
They don't look much like them others, you know. Maybe we should just let these ones pass.
Nonsense. Greetings, travelers.
Highwaymen, preying on those fleeing the Darkspawn, I suppose.
They are fools to get in our way. I say, teach them a lesson.
Now, is that any way to greet someone? A simple 10 silvers, and you're free to move on.
What did I tell you? No wagons, and this one looks armed.
The toll applies to everyone, Henrik. That's why it's a toll, and not, say, a refugee tax.
Oh, right. Even if you're no refugee, you still gotta pay.
Indeed, for the upkeep of the Imperial Highway. It's a bit of a mess, isn't it? Not much gets past you, I see.
It's not really a toll. We're just robbing you, see?
Do shut up. Even a Genlock would have understood that. Well, I can't say I'm pleased to hear that. We have rules, you know.
Right. We get to ransack your corpse then. Those are the rules.
Do I want to intimidate?
Well, this is going nowhere. Let's finish this, gents.
Yeah!
So, I'm thinking... So... Brown... And we all...
It's your time to shine!
Let's do Coldbrand to Bandit Leader. Then let's do okay, wow.
All right, we surrender. We're just trying to get by before the Darkspawn get us all. Yes, I'm a criminal. I admit it. I
Good, you should.
apologize. What, are you joking, right? I could never be a soldier.
Or you die, your choice.
I'm not going down without a fight.
I am not.
I should do it. Very well.
This part.
Run while you can.
How excellent that you handled that without me.
I'd let you live.
Desire. All right.
I'd let you live. I just needed soldiers.
Well, there it is. Lothering. Pretty as a painting.
Ah, so you have finally decided to rejoin us, have you? Falling on your blade in grief seemed like too much trouble, I take it.
Is my being upset so hard to understand? Have you never lost someone important to you? Just what would you do if your mother died?
Before or after I stopped laughing.
Right, very creepy. Forget I asked. Yes, I know. I was just thinking.
No wonder it took so long, then.
Oh, I get it. This is the part where we're shocked to discover how you've never had a friend your entire life.
I can be friendly when I desire
Okay,
to.
will you
Alas,
two
desiring
stop
to be
bickering?
more intelligent does not make it so.
Anyway, I thought we should talk about where we intend to go first.
This should be good.
I think what Flemeth suggested is the best idea. These treaties, have you looked at them? There are three main groups that we have treaties for. The Dalish Elves, the Dwarves of Orzammar, and the Circle of Magi. I also still think that Arleman is our best bet for help. We might even want to go to him first.
Go after your enemy directly. Find this man Loghain and kill him. The rest of this business with
The
the
dog
treaties
doesn't
can
approve
then
of
be
that.
done in safety.
Yes, he certainly wouldn't see that coming, and it's not like he has the advantage of an army and experience and...
I was asked for my opinion and I gave it. If your wish is to come up with reasons why something cannot be done, we will stand here until the Darkspawn are upon us.
I'm not sure I like any of it either, but we don't have a lot of choice in the matter.
You're right.
Of course you have a choice.
And you two
You
bickering
could
is
run
irritating.
and forget about it all. Let the Darkspawn do as they wish until other Grey Wardens come. If they come.
That's what you call a choice?
It may be a good choice, but it's a choice nevertheless. We all choose our path, even when it seems there is only one direction we should go.
How enlightening. At any rate, I'll stay with you whatever you decide.
Is there a way to contact the Great?
Short of leaving Ferelden to seek them out, the only
Yes.
place to send word to would be Weishaupt Fortress. And that's thousands of miles away. I'm not sure I like any of it either.
Of course.
That. How enlightening. Fair enough. Let's head into the village whenever you're ready.
Let me make, yeah.
Just how smart are Mabari supposed to be, anyway? Hey, do you think they understand everything we say? Oh, is that so?
Desire.
You could just be listening to the tone of my voice. You could be an utter moron for all we know. Hey now! There's nothing saying that a moron can't be cute and adorable. Who's the cute and adorable puppy? Ignorance is bliss, isn't it? That's what the Chantry kept telling me anyhow.
You there! If you're looking for safe shelter, I'll warn you. There's none to be found. Move on if you can. Lothering's lost. We've had refugees streaming from the south for the last 2 days. The Chantry and Tavern are full to bursting. There simply isn't enough food to go around, and we Templars can barely keep order. You'd be better off elsewhere, my friend. I'm just out here to keep an eye out for Darkspawn. Please ask someone in town. No offense. The band has marched north with Teyrn Loghain, so Lothering's on its own. Most folks look to Elder Miriam. Otherwise, you could speak to Sir Bryant in the Chantry, I suppose. It's up to you.
I'm cold. I don't like this.
So let's talk about your mother for a moment.
I'd rather talk about your mother.
Well, there's nothing to talk about. And besides, isn't your mother a scary witch who
tickles them in all the right places if I wag my chin?
Apostates, mages outside of the tower. That's it.
How'd you know so bleeding much about ale?
The Kunari mentioned something of equality when we last spoke.
Or we could not talk.
Does not await them.
It's matted. It has stale food stuck in it.
I left it on occasion.
What is this flimsy slip of metal?
It's...
What the fuck?
Of course.
Hello, stranger. I don't suppose you know anyone that can make traps? Old Man Barlin said that Darkspawn may be coming soon. He's got traps on his farm. I figured I'd put a few on my lands. Barlin wants to poison his traps. I just want normal traps. None to be had. Barlin has all the traps in the village in his fields. I didn't mean to bother you. Sorry.
Sorry, I can't help you.
So tell me something, Morrigan. Did you live there in that forest your entire life?
I left it on occasion, but I always returned. Why? Is that so strange? It was my home.
But it was just you and your mother there? No one else?
Mother occasionally had company.
All right.
What? Company? Do I even want to ask?
No, you really don't.
Right.
You got a bed for the night. You taken care of.
need blades right now. We need beds, food, and an end to all these sads.
No, no, the game is gonna crash. The game is gonna crash now.
Then you may be able to do us a lot of good. All manner of travelers come through, many injured or sick. We do our best, but we're out of supplies. There's medicinal herbs in the woods to the north. If you make a visit, I'll... Have any luck finding herbs in the woods? Lots of sick, but I expect you have important.
So I need flasks. Buy a flask.
How dare you accuse me of thievery? I saw you take the supplies from my car. Your grassland eyes are inept. A chastened would never stoop to petty theft. You marsh folk are all thieves and liars.
Enough! People here are already desperate and frightened. They don't need you two coming to blows.
But what about my food?
I said enough!
Wow. What a Gawkmeister.
You do not seem a refugee. Were you part of the army?
The carnage we left in the wilds was horrifying.
Shokebasi Tisra, you aren't one of my captors. I have nothing to say that would amuse a dwarf. Leave me in peace. A prisoner. I'm in a cage, am I not? I've been placed here by the Chantry. I am Sten of the Beresad, the vanguard of the Kunari peoples. You mock me, or you show manners I have not come to expect in your lands. Though it matters little now, I will die soon enough.
This is a proud and powerful creature, trapped as prey for the Darkspawn. If you cannot see a use for him, I suggest releasing him for mercy's sake alone.
Mercy? I wouldn't have expected that from you.
I would also suggest that Alistair take his place in the cage.
Yes,
like
that's
that.
what I would have expected.
I suggest you leave me to my fate.
Did you to end up in here like this?
I have been convicted of murder. Have the villagers not spoken of this? The people of a farm hold 8 humans, in addition to the children. Are you asking if I feel guilt or if I am responsible for the deed? However I feel, whatever I've done, my life is forfeit now. Either you have an enviable memory or a pitiable life to know nothing of regret. 20 days now. I shouldn't last much longer, another week at most. Compared to your kind, maybe. death will be my atonement.
There are other ways, so you would prefer to die.
Perhaps. What does your wisdom say is equal to my crime? The Blight. Are you a Grey Warden, then? Surprising. My people have heard legends of the Grey Warden's strength and skill. Though I suppose not every legend is true. Perhaps if you told her the Grey Wardens need my assistance, it seems as likely to bring my death as waiting here. Farewell, then.
Oh,
A penitent man left to be torn to pieces by Darkspawn. 'Tis a fine example of the Chantry's mercy, is it not?
Yes! I'm working on that right now. But the revered mothers have changed.
The Chanters are still operating their board. Now that's dedication.
And so I shall.
The legions of evil are on your doorstep. They will feast upon our hearts. There is nowhere to run. This evil will cover the world like a plague of locusts. Please, you're scaring the children. Better to slit their throats now than let them suffer at Darkspawn hands. There! One of their minions is already amongst us. This man bears their evil stench. Can you not see the vile blackness that fills him?
Please stop! Somebody shut his mouth!
But isn't he right? The ban left us. We're going to die.
This minion is but the first of those who will destroy us! No! I have seen them! You cannot run! You cannot fight! There is nothing to do! No hope is left! Are you calling me a coward? I have shamed my ancestors.
Yeah, you have. Good.
But the blackness will come.
He was right, wasn't he? There's no hope for us. Our courage. But there's nothing we can do. Then, what shall we do? We must try to go north somehow.
Well, I definitely...
Your king is dead! There is no hope!
Definitely didn't play that right.
There's word of darkspawn stragglers, but no sign of the main horde. We are the only hope of protection this village has now, and I will not abandon them. That is all.
Who?
Maker have mercy on us.
I beg your pardon. I did not see you approach.
Sir Donald? Is that you?
Alistair? By the Maker, how are you? I was certain you were dead.
Not yet. No thanks to Teyrn Loghain.
If Arl Eamon were well, he'd set Loghain straight soon enough.
If he were well? What do you mean?
The Arl is stricken with an illness that threatens his life. We have found no cure, either natural or magical.
When did this happen?
Only a few weeks ago, but he has declined quickly. No one knows the nature of the illness, and even magic has done little to slow its progress. Our only hope now is a miracle. Every knight of Redcliffe has gone in search of the Urn of Sacred Ashes. Andraste's ashes are said to cure any illness. But I fear we are chasing a fable. With each day, my hope dims.
Good, it should.
Supposedly, the urn contains the ashes of the prophetess Andraste. Surely you know all this. If you're truly interested, there are books here containing a great deal of lore. Nothing I have found leads me to believe that this was anything more than a quest of desperation. I intend to return to Redcliffe soon and tell the Arlessa exactly that, once Sir Henrik arrives. What? And you have his locket? And a note? Maker's mercy. Thank you for giving me these. I would never have known otherwise. Thank you. I wonder how many of us have met similar fates on this mad quest. Why is that, if I may ask? I see. The Arl is a popular man, it's true. Teyrn Loghain, however, is a hero throughout Ferelden. Whatever the Teyrn has done or not done, the Arl remains ill, or worse. That is my primary concern. If Arl Eamon were well, I have little doubt he would assist you. My quest, however, remains the same.
We should see what's happening in Redcliffe ourselves. I believe that now more than ever.
If nothing else, I am certain you would be welcomed at Castle Redcliffe. The Arlessa is there, and she could tell you more than I could. With Henrik gone, I need to return to Redcliffe. Perhaps later I will seek out the scholar his note mentions. But I must go. Thank you again, good sir. You have been most helpful.
You're welcome.
And when the Maker spoke, a chant of light scattered in the darkness. The word
Praying for
despair,
help
fear
from
and
prophets
ignorance.
they burned,
Let
and a
those
god who
cry
has
out
turned his back on them not once, but twice.
All right. Redemption delivered. Let those who have sinned be forgiven.
Let him hear our unwavering faith. Let him hear our righteous dedication and enduring perseverance.
Will you be making a donation to the Chantry, my friend? You look like you have salvaged more of value than most who make it here. A great number of people could be fed and clothed for a fraction of your finery. But you must do as your heart wills. What can I do for you, then? It might have been kinder to execute him, but I leave his fate to the Maker. Why does he interest you? Then his next victims might count you and me as their murderers. Your custody? And who might you be?
I'm a Grey Warden.
A Grey Warden? Oh dear, I will have to ask you to leave before you bring trouble on our heads.
Oh.
You have not heard? The Cairn claims that the Grey Wardens are responsible for the King's death. There is a price on your head. Lay low, and I promise to keep your presence a secret. That is the best I can do. Now, if there is nothing else... Again, you are quite fascinated with the creature. What do you wish to know?
I want him released into my custody.
He butchered an entire farmhold. Only one of the youngest hid long enough to survive. The child said his father had found the Qunari gravely wounded and took him in. That kindness was repaid with murder. The bandsman found the Qunari just standing amidst the carnage. He did not resist them. He confessed quite readily, but would give no reason for the crime. Even the seasoned knights who apprehended him were disturbed by the carnage. However docile he appears, do not be fooled. That Qunari is a danger. Then his next victims might count you and me as their murderers.
Now we threaten priests. How fun!
Whoa, whoa! Let's not get out of hand here.
What is the meaning of this? You would threaten me with violence?
Your Reverence, please. We are on an important mission. Let us take the Qunari off your hands. I beg you.
I see. And if not, I am to be assaulted. Is this what we have come to?
No, Your Reverence. I will not allow that to happen.
I have more important matters to concern me. Here, take the key to the creature's cage and begone. Do not return.
All mankind be humble. Let all repeat the chant of life. Only the word dispels the darkness upon us.
Chant spreads across all four corners of the world. Let it rise at last to the ears of the Maker. Let him hear our unwavering faith.
I regret nothing.
Let him hear our righteous dedication and enduring perseverance.
And then shall the Maker return.
Do that.
Turn to us, and then shall the Maker return to the Black City in heaven, and then shall the chant of light make it pure. Let all mankind be humble. Let all repeat the chant of light. Only the word dispels the darkness upon us.
And when the Maker spoke, chant of light scattered in the darkness. Word dispelled fear and ignorance. Let those who cry out from the shadows be comforted.
Stop looking at me, mongrel. I have nothing you want. Why do you keep staring at me so, you flea-ridden beast? Can you not tell when you are not wanted? I enjoy company of creatures of the wild, not stench-ridden domesticated wolves. And he persists. Maddening!
Because he evolves.
You wish something more of me? I confess, I did not think the priestess would part with it. Perhaps we have different ideas of freedom. My death is a small thing, but once the door is opened, do you intend me to follow you? So be it. Set me free and I will follow you against the Blight. I have spent my life in the Vanguard. I know war, and your lands need all the help they can get. And so it is done. I will follow you into battle. In doing so, I shall find my atonement. May we proceed? I am eager to be elsewhere.
Oh, blast it.
Yes.
Sven has no gear yet, though. Sure as hell is start with his gear. Nah. Okay, well, I have basics for you, I think. Just for now. Oh, dang. I got pretty decent gear for you. Hey, wait a second. Bam, a lamb! Oh, you're a two-handed knight, like me. We're built almost the same. Can I respec? He doesn't really... He never really tanks stuff for me. Let's try it this way. Fuck it. I'll get you a two-handed weapon. I'm not gonna have anybody bitching.
Why are we stopping? There are darkspawn to be fought. Is this delay needful? I am Kunari. I have given my word to aid you. We are not people of idle promises. No.
Oh.
As you wish.
Well, he obviously doesn't want to share. I'm not going to share. So let's see.
Be cautious.
Back off. I have the right to charge what I wish.
You profit from their misfortune. I should have the Templars give away everything in your carts.
You wouldn't dare. Any of you step too close to my goods and I'll... Oh, you there. You look able. Would you care to make a tiny profit helping a beleaguered businessman? You could say that, yes.
He is charging outlandish prices for things people desperately need. Their blood is filling his pockets.
Then kill him and take what you need. I fail to see the problem.
'Tis only survival of the fittest. All of these cretins would do the same in his shoes, given the chance.
I have limited supplies. The people decide what those supplies are worth to them.
You bought most of your wares from these very people last week. Now they flee for their lives, and you want to talk business?
Look, stranger, I've 100 silvers if you drive this rabble off, starting with that priest. I'm an honest merchant, nothing more.
Yeah, you don't think you're being unscrupulous? Like that word. Unscrupulous. I do not.
Would it help these folks if they could buy no goods at all?
They spend their very last coin because they are desperate, and this man preys upon them as surely as the bandits outside the city.
Ah, I'm not arguing anymore. Drive off this woman and get your 100 silvers. Otherwise, I'm taking my wagon and leaving. You wouldn't dare. I'm leaving. And who's gonna make me leave him? You? I hope the Darkspawn choke on your cheap hides. Ah!
Famine is an interesting solution to scarcity.
I suppose it couldn't be helped. Maker, help us all.
Well, fuck, I played that poorly. Sten disapproves. All my friends are playing Borderlands 3.
Desire.
You wish something more of me? My thanks, dwarf.
Oh, okay, so have I not talked? Okay, so this is before I talk to the mother. gonna call it here for the day.